everyone. Oh my gosh, it's live. Let me refresh my page to see if I'm actually live. Thank you for joining me today on our live video. This is my very first live video, you guys, so you'll have to excuse me if I seem nervous because I am. So today we're going to be making this. Isn't this cute? It's a Santa hat centerpiece. First of all, my name is Eileen and I'm with Eileen David Creations, and I'm so glad you're here. So once you, if you could, when you jump in, let me know where you're coming from. Oh, let me know if you can hear me okay too, because I'm not sure if the phone might be too far away. So let me know. Let me get into this. Let me show you the materials that we're going to need. We're going to need this cone from Hobby Lobby. It's 7 by 18 inch. It has a wire form and it's covered with a grapevine. You'll also need this I already spray painted, but it's a 10-inch grapevine wreath, and we're going to be spray painting those. So the spray paint I chose is the Rust-Oleum. This one, the white one in satin, and the red one in gloss. I actually didn't. I just made sure that they would cover wood, and I just chose those. So what I did first of all was with the cone. Let me pull this down a little bit so you can see. There you go. So with the cone, first thing you want to do is bend it so that it'll be this shape, the bendy Santa shape. So to do that, just very gently bend it this way till you get the shape that you like. There, that's cute, isn't it? So you can bend it as little or as much as you like, and the frame will move a little bit, but that's okay. You can push it and manipulate it where you like. I kind of like this shape right here. So the next thing you'd want to do is take these two things outside, like in the garage or outside somewhere, and you're going to want to spray paint them. So what I did was I actually got a box and I put these in the box and I just spray painted them. Oh, use gloves. Use gloves, guys, and make sure you're wearing clothes that aren't your favorite, because you might get paint on them. Don't ask me how I know that. So yeah, so I use kind of short strokes when I was painting these things, and then I turned it around, painted the other side, and then I put it aside. And then for the cone with the red, I put this in the box also, and spray painted it, and then just turned it around. And then you're going to want to let these guys, hey Jan, thanks for joining me. You're going to want to let these dry in your garage or outside if the weather's okay for at least a day, because if you take it in too soon like I did, the paint fumes are kind of strong and it's not pleasant if you're sensitive to strong scents like that. So once you have this painted, it's going to look like this. Not cute? So we have our two pieces ready, our base and the hat. Put this away. So that's the first things you need. Don't need these anymore. The other materials that we're going to need is a roll of 10-inch white deco mesh. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and they're 50% off right now. we're going to need this. I use this little pick, this red and white kind of candy cane type pick. I actually got this from Hobby Lobby last year after the season when they were on clearance. Same as this little spray pick. I thought it was cute, red and white. And you're also going to need a red poinsettia, how do you say that? Poinsettia flower. And this actually came in a bush like this. Also clearance last season from Michael's. So keep an eye out for those clearance after the season. And I also got this thing. It's a plastic, what do you call it? Plate charger is what they're called. Whoa. So because the grapevine wreath is kind of scratchy, if you're going to put this on your table, don't want to scratch up your table. So I thought it would be pretty if we put the arrangement on it. And it's really cute. You really don't see the plate after you put the centerpiece on it. It just sits on it just like that. Hi Ashley, how are you? Okay, what else we need? So for our, we're also going to need these red glittery styrofoam balls. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They come in a package like this. They're in the Christmas ornament section. They come in a bunch of different colors, but I got the red ones. And for this project, we're going to use the smaller ones, and they're just going to be inside right here, if you can see them, inside the deco mesh. Hi Tina, how are you? So that's what the little red balls are for. And for the tools that we need, we're going to need 4 of these zip ties to attach the hat to the base. We're going to need 12 white pipe cleaners to attach the deco mesh to the base. You're going to need wire cutters, scissors, a rotary cutter. We're going to be making a pom-pom, so if you have small scissors, that'll help a lot. We're going to need a pen. I'll tell you about that later. And then for our pom-pom, we're going to need some white yarn, some just nice fluffy white yarn. Here's the pom-pom. An actual pom-pom, it looks so cute. And our Pom-Pom Maker is this one. It comes in a 2-pack. I got this from Michael's. And they're called, what are they called? They're called Clover Pom-Pom Makers. And like I said, they come 2 in a package. And they're around $7.50. And use your coupons. Use your 40% coupon from Michael's. So that'll be nice. So let's make a Santa hat. So using your zip ties, I started from the bottom. Let me show you. And pushed it through, and hope you can see this okay. And then pulled it around. This way the zip tie end is on the inside. And when you first attach this, just pull it through, but don't pull it all the way tight. And you're going to want to do like the 4 corners. Do all 4 corners so it'll be nice and snug. It'll be nice and secure there. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope so. All right. Oh, be careful because these grapevine wreaths, sometimes they have thorns and you can stick yourself. So push it through in here. Hey Teresa, the red part is a, what is it called? It's a grapevine form from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like a triangle or a pyramid, and it looks like this. Before we bent it, it would be up and down. And it has a metal frame inside, and it's wired all around with this thin grapevine. It's in Hobby Lobby. You'll find it in the back where they have the rest of their grapevine wreaths. Okay, so once you have everything attached, you can start tightening it all up little by little. Until they're all snug. There. And then you can cut off the excess zip tie with your wire cutters. Thanks, Ashley. Okay. And I usually like to push the part inside so it doesn't stick me. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Let's clean this up a little bit. Now let's make a pom-pom. So, like I said, with this pom-pom, we're using the blue one, which will make approximately a 3-inch pom-pom. So you just open up. They open up like this. They also come apart, but I'll show you that after we're done. So you just take. This doesn't take very long. Of course, I say that now. So you just start winding it. You just start winding it back and forth until you get a big bunch. And you have to do both sides. Hey Lisa, how are you? Thanks for watching. Hi Faye. You guys, can you hear me okay? Hi Janet from Texas. Okay, so just keep winding and winding and winding. Who used to love making pom-poms when you were little? I bought this Pom-Pom Maker earlier this year before Easter time. I made Easter little bunny pom-poms. Thanks, Faye. That's really nice. Okay, keep winding. So what are you guys doing today besides watching me? Oh, I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself while we're doing this exciting winding around. I am from Northern California, a beautiful little town called Brentwood. And I say Northern California because there's actually another Brentwood in California. You might have heard of it. It's down by LA where all the movie stars live. We're not famous for movie stars here. We're famous for corn. Right, Lisa? We have lots of it's a small farming community, so there are lots of orchards and still a lot of farms, which is really nice. And we still have that really nice small town feel. Love it here. And the weather is just now turning where it's just a little bit chilly. Okay, so this is about how much yarn you need. So you push that down, and then you start on the other side. And then push back. Do you guys have any questions so far? Am I talking too fast? Talking too slow? I guess I could have done half this winding before we started. I was just sitting here 5 minutes before, kind of twiddling my fingers, trying not to talk myself out of doing the Facebook Live. I guess it's okay. I have some friends. Hey, Jan, you're baking. What are you baking? Something yummy, I hope. This Facebook Live is... Hey, Cheryl, how are you? It's so new. Trying to do this, keep track of what I need to do next. Well, I want to say hi and engage with everybody. Ooh, red velvet cake. Yummy, Jan. One of my favorites. Okay, we're almost done with the winding. Oops. Thank you, Cheryl. That's really nice of you to say. Okay, so once you're done winding, you push this one down too. You're going to cut off the excess, and you're going to cut off a little piece to tie it off. And then do this so you guys can see it. There's a part here in the middle where you're going to want to cut all the way across. So we're going to start that. And this is where the little scissors come in handy, because the big scissors kind of have a hard time getting into that little bitty space. So, but once you get the cut started, the big scissors, well, now it's not going to do it, but the big scissors normally help. So I'll keep using the little scissors. Just keep going all the way around. Halfway done, then twirl it, turn it over, and do the other side. Yeah, it is fun. Hey, Robin. Okay, once you have both sides cut, take your ribbon string, your yarn string, excuse me, make sure everything is cut, and you tie a knot and pull it really tight twice. And then, hey, Robin, and then put on the other side and do another double knot. Okay, once that's done, you want to open the blue parts. This is the fun part where the pom-pom pops out. So once you have the blue parts, and then these two gray parts or white parts, take it out. And here's your pom-pom. So it's a pretty good shape, but you're going to want to trim it. So just take your scissors and trim it to the shape that, the round shape that you like. It's like giving your pom-pom a haircut. Beverly? Oh, thanks. This is fun to make. Okay. So, once you have the desired shape for your pom-pom, shake it out, clear out all your little pieces that you've cut off. So, we're going to attach it to the end here. What you can do, since this is pretty hard to, what I used was, I used this. This is a beader. I use it to string kukui nut beads for lace. So what I did was, you see this, I put the beader through one of the end pieces, the wire part, and then that's where I string the, it's like a needle threader for those of you who sew. So you just put one part on one side and then do the other side. Before I figured this out, it took me about 10 minutes of trying to push this yarn through the little opening there, and it didn't work. Oh, yeah, these pom-pom makers are really, really easy, Beverly, and they're pretty reasonable. Once you use your coupon at Michael's, they're only like $5 or so. And there's, like I said, there's two sizes. One, the size that we used here, does a 3-inch pom-pom, and the other one does like a 2 1/4 inch pom-pom. And if you did it together, 2 white pom-poms, you can make a little snowman. Wouldn't that be adorable? We might have to do that. Okay, so once you've tied that a couple of times, cut off the excess, and oh, I didn't say this earlier, but I do have my glue pot here warming. You can also use a glue gun if you don't have a glue pot. So it's cooled down a little bit, so I'm going to let that warm up. We're also going to put some hot glue in here and then push it in so it won't be so wobbly. So it'll be more from like that. So far that's what we have. Okay, so now we need to do is cut our deco mesh. So this deco mesh is 30 feet and we're going to need 12 pieces. So we can cut them at 30 inches long each. So what I like to do, oh, and here's a tip for this rotary cutter. I got this from Amazon. It's the Olfa. And I realized when I got it, they already had the blade on the rotary cutter, but it was on this side. I'm left-handed, so, and I saw it was cut with a little indentation on both sides. So I switched the blade to the other side so that when I'm cutting, I can actually see the blade cutting the fabric or the material rather than being it on the far side where I can't see it. So if you're a lefty like me, switch your blade to the other side. And then I have this cutting mat with the numbers on them, so it makes it so easy. I like to use one of these things to weigh it down. And then just cut away. So we're going to need 12 of these pieces. And after we cut all our mesh, we're going to be doing the ruffle method and attaching them to the base. I should have put the pipe cleaners on the base first, but that's okay. Almost done here. Wow, I've been on for 25 minutes. And when I cut, I don't know about you, but the thought of cutting myself with one of these things just makes my stomach turn. So when I cut, I make sure that my other hand is as far away as possible from the actual blade. Yes, Cheryl, I'm going to be posting a replay as soon as we're done, so you can watch it. You can also save it or share it. Share it on your page and you can watch it there anytime. You won't have to look for it. Or if you have anyone that you know that would like to watch this video, share it with them too. Tag them. Okay, so that's 12. You toss that. So let's get this. Hopefully we won't lose any of these. So attaching the pipe cleaners to the base, I just usually pick, these are kind of tricky because of the natural grapevine leads. There's some that you can easily poke things into and some that is not as easy. So just pick a spot. And what I usually like to do so that it's evenly spaced, as I'll pick a spot here and then I'll go to the exact opposite spot. And I just twist it like 2-3 times and then go to this spot. Okay, this one's being tricky. Go. Twist it. And then go. So you have the 4 corners now. If you have tweezers, you can use tweezers to pull the what do you call it, pipe cleaners through too. Tweezers are great. So if you have pointy tweezers. So now you have four of them. So we're going to put 2 in each of the sections. So it'll be easier to figure out the spacing this way. Now these are really tight. And I also try to, as much as possible, try to look for one of the bigger grapevine to attach these to so it'll be more stable. A few more. So these tweezers actually come in really handy. you poke them through and then use the tweezers to pull them back out. And the last two. Okay, so that's the pipe cleaners attached. So one by one, we're going to take our 30-inch deco mesh and we're going to ruffle them like so. And then attach them to each pipe cleaner. You're going to want to twist it like 3 times and then just fluff it. Take the next one. Just walk your fingers to the end of the deco mesh and pinch it all. You'll get this little cute little ruffle. Attach it to the next one. So we do this so you guys can see it better. There you go. And then we're going to keep going. Thanks, Cheryl. Next one down. Thanks, Ashley. Tell your grandma I said hi. Hi, Auntie Alice. Okay. Now, if your deco mesh starts unraveling at the end, I know it's kind of difficult, but you just try to ignore it for now. Because the thing with this deco mesh is, the more you fiddle with it, the more it will unravel. So, we'll go at the end and clean it up, but for now, just leave it. Nope, I'm doing a live video, Ashley. Okay, so far this is what we're getting. We're like halfway done, going fast. this is one of the easier ways to manipulate this deco mesh. Next one. You guys can't see this very well. There we go. It's covering up pretty nicely. There's another one. This will look so cute either on your dining table centerpiece or on a side table. I was thinking also, since it's the hat part itself is like a grapevine and you can kind of see inside it, if you had Christmas lights and you put the Christmas lights in there and you can light it in the evenings, and that'll just, I think that'll look really pretty. You think? Hi, Roseanne from Buffalo. Welcome. Okay. Down to our last couple. And when you put this, you want to kind of make it really kind of tight. There you go, almost done. Two more. One. Hey, Roseanne, you're welcome. Okay, so you have all our mesh on our base. Isn't that cute? So what I want to do next, and this part I guess is optional, but see how the chenille stems are sticking out like this? You can either cut them off, or what I did was, let me show you on this one here so it'll be easier for you to see. So let's say this was the chenille stem that's sticking out in the deco mesh. This is where your pen will be handy. So what I did was I put the chenille stem in the middle of the pen, and then I wrapped it around the pen. So I'm kind of making a curly Q to the very bottom. And then after that, we're going to, these little red foam balls, we're going to dip this in our glue pot. So there's just a little dab of glue at the end of your chenille stem, and then you're just going to stick it through, not all the way through, to your little pom-pom, to your little, not pom-pom, little red shiny ball there. So each one of them, it'll look like this. It'll be in the, you can see the little red balls inside the deco mesh. So that takes a while, so we're not gonna do that for this one. I'll do that later. Yes, Ashley, it definitely is doable. So yeah, I'd love to see you try to do this, Ashley. You make one for Grandma's house. So the next part, oh, since the glue's hot now, let's go ahead and put some glue on and attach our pom-pom and secure our pom-pom even more. And what I like to do with my glue pot is I have this little stick, and I like to make a little bead in there, and you can use your glue gun for this too. It'll be just the same this way. Then just put your hot glue around the very tip, and then smash your pom-pom in there so that the yarn will attach to the glue, and then your pom-pom will be much more secure. Hi, Deborah. From what did you make the pom-pom? The pom-pom is yarn. This is a grapevine form. That's like a tree, like a Christmas tree shape like. And then there's the white base. That's a grapevine, a 10-inch grapevine wreath. And then this is deco mesh. Oh yeah, the red part is it's a grapevine form. It's like a Christmas tree shape. I have one here. Hang on, let me grab it for you. I can show you exactly what it looks like from the store. This is what it is. It's 7 by 18 in the floral department where the grapevine wreaths are. So from this, we bent it to this shape, and then we spray painted it to this color, and then we attached it to this. You're welcome, Deborah. Okay, so now we're almost done. We just need to put the picks in. And the way I figure, the pom-pom's here and it's bending this way, so I like to put the decorations on this side. And it's up to you whether you want the hat to be this way or this way. Either way. The one that I made before is this way. So I think I'm going to do the opposite with this one so it can be facing each other. So it'll be on this side. So the first thing we're going to attach is this pick, and it's kind of long, so we're going to have to cut it. This is always fun for me because I'm a little weakling. So get your wire cutters and cut and bend. Oh, it snapped good. Safety first. My friends, be careful doing this. Okay, there. And this is the outer part of this is wrapped in like a papery thing, so it'll be easier. So we're gonna do something like that. What do you think? Okay, so now what we want to do is put some glue at the end of this. I like to run the glue around it, especially when it's covered in paper, because if I dip this stem in the glue pot, that paper will just unravel. So I just wind glue all the way around with my little glue stick there. And then moving the mesh out of the way a little bit, just stick that down in there. We're going to put a little bit more glue towards the top here so it'll be more secure. But there you go. And you're going to hold it in place for a little bit till the glue sets a little bit. And then towards the middle here to this part, you're going to put another little bit of glue and hold that in place until it sets. Oh, it's coming together. Isn't that cute? Looks like a ballerina's tutu. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so that's pretty much set. So the next one is this spray, and the same thing. We want to put it here to see. Yeah, we want this a little bit shorter too, so it'll sit right in front of that other pick. I would suggest, Ashley, that if you're just starting out crafting, you definitely need a glue gun. Hi, Mom. Yes, do a glue gun first, and then once you're all into crafting, you have room and everything, then you can graduate to a glue pot. Hey, Jan, this part of the is from Hobby Lobby. So we're putting glue on this other pick. And we want to put this just in front of that other one. You want to try to push it down into the wreath base. And hold on to it again until it sets a little bit more. Add a little bit more glue. And hold on to it. There you go. And arrange it. There we go. And once you like how it looks, see, I like the little red balls that we're attaching to the chenille stems here. Cut matches these, so that's why I thought of putting it in there. It just ties everything together. And the last part is to put the poinsettia flower in front. So since that's there, I think I'm going to put it more right here so that if the centerpiece is sitting like that, you can see it right there. What do you think? Okay, so once you decide where you're going to put your flower, just put glue on it. And stick it down in there. And again, hold it until the glue sets a little bit. You have any kind of excess glue string hanging out in the back there, you can just pull them off. And that's pretty much it. Only thing I need to finish doing is putting the red little foam balls around the side, and then we'll have this. Pretty cute, huh? So you can do this, and if you do try to make this, I would love to see it. Please, you post it on my page. There you go. And we're done with this project. Thank you guys so much. Hi, Pat. Thank you. Hi, Bernie. How are you? You're catching just the end of the video. We made this today. It's the Santa hat tabletop. So I want to ask you guys a favor. Let me pull this up a little bit so you can see my face. So, oh, sure. Ashley wants to see how we attach the little red balls. So take your pen. We'll put it on this side. Oh, put this down again so you can see. There you go. So you have your chenille stem sticking out. Take your pen, wind the chenille stem around it till you have this curly Q. Like that. You pull it up. And then you have this little stem here. What you can do is you have your glue pot or your glue gun. If you have your glue gun, Ashley, this isn't plugged in. You can actually just poke through the little foam ball and put a dab of glue in there and then stick it on. So what I'm going to do is just get my little glue stick here, poke it a little bit, just make sure there's a little bit of glue on the ball, and then just stick right there. There you go. Isn't that cute? We'll do another one. Yeah, just wind it around the pen, curly Q it, pull it out, so it's a cute little shape. Get another one of these. Pop a bead of glue on there and stick it on. You want to put a little bit of the chenille stem into the foam ball, but not all the way through. So there. And then at the very end, if you see any of these, like this one, it's unraveling a little bit, you want to, instead of pulling it, because the more you pull it, the more, just like a sweater, a knitted sweater, if you pull on it, before you know it, it's all unraveled. You want to take some sharp scissors and make a nice cut across and cut off the parts that are unraveling. And you can go through the whole base and do that carefully. So there's the two little balls that we put in there. Hey, Denise. Do you have any questions before we go? There we go. That's so cute. So I'll put the two together. Isn't that cute? So let me know what other crafts you'd like to see me do tutorials on. Like I said, this was my very first live video, and for the first 5 minutes I was pretty petrified, but once I'm a little bit nervous, but not as much anymore. So thank you guys for all your positive comments, and thanks, Denise. So I do make wreaths. That's my main thing right now, is wreaths, Christmas wreaths specifically. And but I thought that something, thanks Janet, something different. So I was thinking of maybe topiaries, maybe Christmas topiaries, some other different things. But I think the next one that I am going to do, not a Christmas one, but a fall wreath. So if you'd like to see that, stay tuned. I'll let you know when I'm going to be doing my next live. So till then, guys, thank you again for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye.